Supreme Riser. You already know the vibes. Naga the Wise. Yeah, I was gonna put a title on there, but I don't be caring. I don't give a shit about no damn title. I don't give a shit about a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't put one on there. 44 degrees outside right now. That 444 be popping. Feels 44. It's clear 44. 7:30. 7 and 3 is a 1. It's a start over on the AM side. You know what I'm saying? On the AM side. You already know the vibes. Naga the motherfucking Wise. It's just what it is. Boy, big wise. Big wise them. Big wise them. Okay. What's this? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Watch, I gotta take a shit anyway. Yo, shit anyways, yeah. About something in the morning anyway, because he's got shit he's doing. Nah, you take him forever to get.
Okay, that's a little chat thing I'll be doing. They all up in there right now. All right, so Supreme Rising. You already know the vibes. Taj Bo, Supreme Rising. What's good, man? Taj made me take off my logo yesterday. Now I can't get it back on there. It's your fault. Your fault. I'm gonna curse out StreamYard today, so they're gonna put my shit back. Anyway, you already know the vibes, man. It's not gonna wise. And what we are talking about today is specific. All right, so I see how all of you want to be in some form of particular energy based off acceptance. Like you want to be seen as something, right? You want to be seen as the person that's accumulative. You want to be seen as somebody that's great. You want to be revered as a value that someone can appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And the universe don't give a fuck. They don't fucking care about your accolades. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about what connections you make or how people see you. See, there's always going to be, and the reason why you focus on and what you think other things should be in application to the value. The natural order of things is just how it goes. It has nothing to do with you particularly. It's never going to be like, hey, I really like your parents might ask you to move a box, but the trees are not like, hey, mineral 625 3000 come to my roots so I can have. They're not doing that. They're just absorbing whatever the fuck they need. And if it's not in the soil, what they do is they keep stripping it down until they get the value of what that is, because of the capabilities of what they're able to do. It's never a conversation. It's never a conversation in existence. So people have more of that. That's because you're weak. It literally stops the sentence right there. It's because you're weak. And it's not, well, what if? That's what people do. You know what I'm saying? To be almighty, you have to like look at the reasons why you would say XYZ or why you would go into these different pockets, because they're irrelevant, especially to almighty. It's just like a baby. Like a baby is the most powerfulest thing on the planet. An infant, they don't see shit you talking about. They don't even hear you. They want their body. They want their bottle. They're going to pull it from you. They might grab on your beard and yank it and don't think about the pain that it gives you. They're going to scream to the top of their lungs in your face and say, do what you need to do now. I'm going to scream again. They don't even understand that that's hurting you in that value. They're just giving the full expression of the feeling at that current moment. So when it comes to people, we deal in semantics. We deal in the half value. Maybe I can convince them in the way I say this to be accepted in that particular value. Almighty doesn't state that as a premise. That's a weakness. So when you see people are like, oh, you don't have enough, or you haven't reached this level, or I only accept people that's like this. These are weak motherfuckers. I'm so serious. Like, you need stuff to be. If I take all that physical shit from you and put you in the middle of the Mojave Desert or the wilderness somewhere, you know what you're going to do? You're going to break the fuck down. You're going to be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. Or you're going to try to tap into something that's latent so you can get through somewhere, so you can get back to what you call a comfortable space. That convenience is kicking your ass for the rest of your existence. You'll never be satisfied unless. Women have the retrospect of being stretched in every way, shape, or form, whether that's their physical body, their mind, or their concept of thinking. Or their concept of thinking. So the more they're stretched, the more that space is obtained by the false value of what stretched it. So it's never a validate with me in a circumstance. She has to literally be attached to you, Lego block style. Like if it's not a primal love, it's not gonna last. And she gotta be like one of those type of females that just, I gotta have you. Everything about you is, you know what I'm saying? And majority of the time when men get that, they get so, some men who don't get a chance to see it, they get in that space like, yo, you're smothering me, you're doing too much. No, that's pure love. That motherfucker that's doing that shit to you will do whatever for you. You just have to readjust it and put your ego back in your fucking pocket so you can realize what's around you. So when that goes, or if that attempts to go, you know that you're about to lose something great and you can pull it back in and have 10, 20 years with it later, 30 years with it later. We don't get that understanding. Most homes are broken. They're raised by single mothers or single fathers. So then you don't get it. It becomes a headache because of the survival mode, right? So you got to pay this and buy that and fix this and check on that. And because of that, you ain't got time to see what's actual for you. This is just attempts by the world to make what you think you need to know blinded from a value. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I didn't see that. I missed it. It went too fast. Of course. Of course, that's the point. I don't want you to ever feel supreme. I don't want you to ever be almighty. I don't want you to ever have your children's look at you for everything. I want them to come to school and say, my mom, my dad are too busy. Guidance counselor, Miss Johnson down the street, can you help us? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the world does. It makes you lose respect from what you are, not where you come from. It's what it is. But then you're not old enough to comprehend that. So you start disrespecting what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it gets two shots. It like takes two birds out with one stone. You know what I'm saying? Like, the disrespect and the where it comes from at the same time. Like, I'm going to hurt your feelings and fuck who you are. You know what I mean? I'm not even around you most of the day. And then that grows up with you. You become an adult. So then you carry that into society. Conducive to that value, you look back at what you create, and the wife is like, I'm not happy because you don't give me much time. Because it's like, hey, dad, throw a ball with me, play the game. You're like, I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the evolution of the value is crazy. It just keeps constantly destroying. You got people who went through so many different attributes from their time of existence. Why am I specifying on this? Because it's fucking important. It's the reason you think the way you do. It's the house, the shit you breathed in every day, the smell of your house, the shit you forgot smelled a certain way when somebody else came to your house. They're like, yo, your house smells like this. They might not even said it. You might have just noticed them smelling like, like their house smelled different. You know what I'm saying? You go to somebody's bathroom, you looking around, you know you're going to look around when you're in their bathroom like, this their bathroom. This ain't my bathroom. I need to hurry up. Only thing I'm saying is, and the reason why I'm laughing is because I know all of y'all think like that. I know every last one of you motherfuckers. And if you don't, you nasty. Like, if you just go places and you just sit down, you ain't got no regard. You nasty. Like, you just gonna sit on that toilet? You don't know who ass was on that just a few minutes ago in that public place. You don't know what they was doing on that. See, those structures of values, yo, they take away from the premise of how things should be when you're connecting to people and you're connecting to what really values. See, I can laugh and joke about these things, you know what I'm saying? Because yeah, it's super funny, you know what I'm saying? But then in the same breath, are you missing this every chance you get to have a chance in life? Are you not, comprehending this every time you get to have it? And see, it's deep. You know, it was a sentiment spoken between me and my homeboy right here yesterday. We were speaking, and I was like, yo, making things come alive, like having something literally come alive because of your own essence and energy is the most powerful thing. And see, we miss these building blocks as we grow up in life. We don't get a chance to, nobody tells you, yo, these building blocks is what's going to make the rest of your life great and how you're supposed to see it. It's going to be that one female who has that primal love for you. Man, hold on to her because you're going to carry her through the rest of the time. That friend that just acts like this, that friend don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Keep him next to you. Keep her next to you. That job that just overlooks this, that, and keep them with you because they're supporting you. This is how you learn to like this or like that and love that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody teaches these things. So we end up tripping over a lot of things that's not for us. And by the time you look up, you've transcended so many things that are not for you. You're probably unfamiliar with possibly would be for you. And that's a crazy energy. You know what I'm saying? That's a crazy energy. You look up and you're like, damn, I threw away all that shit. And that could have been my whole city. My whole existence. Uncles, the people that not even in your bloodline. Brothers, the people that don't got the same mothers. Children to parents that didn't birth you. You create a connection and value and extend these notions so far. But how do you know this if you don't notice? Double entendre. How do you know this if you don't notice? This is what they do with the wordplay to have you so messed up in comprehension. You don't even begin to comprehend. But I can tell you a double entendre or a simile and you'll still miss the point. But then I got to speak to you in the words combined in these understandings like they don't exist. You see how that's twisted? They create words that give you values of how they work in unison, but then you don't see the unison in its own contingency. You'll be like, I didn't recognize that. How? It's the same fucking thing. Notice and notice. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should get dope, yo. It should get so dope. And I'll be laughing for the most part through life every day because you don't have to really go far to see this shit. You don't have to do much. I'll go to social media and see everybody doing everything. Just doing everything. I'll be like, damn, yo, I bet you just that little bit that you express you doing, you miss this much of real life. That's what the system does. It makes sure you miss the reality. So then you clog your mind with euphoria and you believe that to be true. And then the enthusiasm of your falsity creates a false world. Now you're a crash dummy. I'm just saying, yo, that's how that shit works. Now you're a crash dummy. And you don't even think about it. You be like, yo, how I even get here? Yeah, you're 2 feet, right? You're 2 feet in your concept of thinking. Let me show you how to think, though. Let me show you how to do this real quick. You know, it's never selfish to be prepared to subsidize everyone in an emotional counterpart. It's never selfish for that. You're always going to have emotional counterparts around you via your family, siblings, friends, and stuff of that nature. How do you subsidize that? By knowing them. See, this takes attention. We don't put enough time into knowing one another and taking the time to listen before you prejudge. This world is based off judgment. You're like, nah, I'm a judge. I heard somebody say shit the other day. Nah, I'm going to judge you, and I'm going to judge you based off how I feel. The motherfuckers be mad in a motherfucker that judgment is something you shouldn't do. They'll never understand quantum. See, most people do shit out of spite. It has to be a clean slice. right? I have to have it to where the power of the sword is coming down so fast that the force is literally splitting the water before it hits the earth. So not for nothing, you as the person, you're gonna make a decision to go away from me contrastly. That's because the force of the sword that spits or splits phases into 2 dimensions. You have to agree to go to the other side first. I'm talking increments. I'm talking about down through the microscope. So in the microscopic view, I have to be able to see you run the other side. Like, I don't like that side. That's because the sword is coming down already. The phase sword is splitting everything in 2. So you have to, your integrity base have to be based off moving that direction. I have to ensure that. You know what I'm saying? So me being the greatest version of me might just piss you off. It might just piss you off and have you go 30 leagues that way. I'm the crab, the Cancer, right? So I move this way to the left, automatically showing you I'm already going to go my way. Why don't you go yours? Because I don't like your ass. See, I can speak to it in the simplicity and show you that simplicity covered a whole existence. It's like a drop of water doesn't seem too strong when it's on the tip of your finger, but if you put me back in the ocean, I will drown your ass. It's a reality. I know it seems like it's so much to do and you want to obtain so much and you just want to reach so many heights. How do you do that if you are the height? You just don't comprehend the depth. You know what I'm saying? This shit is deep. Like, I always thought I should do Bruce Almighty too, but do it in my way. Because they didn't really hit the levels you know what I'm saying? So, like, I know it goes over everybody's head because it's like you gotta have, and when children leave babyhood, they start thinking that way. It's almost like you come here as a god and then you become human. You know what I'm saying? Like, like after 1 and 2, you start wanting to be like your punk ass brothers, your punk ass father, and your mom. First time your mom curses, you think that's cool, so now you're gonna say it. Bitch. Damn. Shit. Mother effer. See, mother effer. How kids talk. You watching them de-evolve from God status. They start tempering their voice. Don't you yell, okay? But I'm hungry, Mom. Don't say it aggressively, okay? Don't think that way, okay? They're taking you from your godhood, bringing you into slavery, into control. You individually are taught to put down divinity just by basis of being human. Parents don't say it like that. It's go along to get along. Well, you got to get a job. They like using that word. You got to do this. You got to do I got to do nothing. You got to get the fuck out of my face so I can be. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen in life. But whatever's going to happen, I'm going to be a part of it. I'm going to live and I'm going to die. I'm not carrying what y'all got from this time, though. I know that much. I don't want everything that came from that time. It showed weakness in those people. No matter if we see ourselves in different portions, the age group that I'm a part of is a slice different from the age group that we were birthed from. We all have a contingency of understanding, but we all know that our parents don't look shit like us, even though we resemble them. It's a value, but then the system says you're not together. So how's that fucking true? It's frequencies we're born in. And those frequencies, they have to be carried over to show an image of what is going to be next. So then, not for nothing, my little brother was looking at me like, I'll do it. I'll go. Like, you gonna go? Why? You don't want to get hurt? No, I don't care. And then you see that half energy. And you be like, yeah, I get it. You just want to experience. And then you get a chance to see them go too far. You're like, damn, you need help coming back. See, that's what love is for, right? Love ain't just to be loving on people. It's because you know motherfuckers are stupid. They gonna make mistakes. That's a fact. The only judgment I'm giving you is on what you do. If at that moment you do something to me, I have to judge my existence in that. Not you. That's a burden, right? So I'm going to tell you, like, yo, look, I don't want to be a part of that. You got to carry that by yourself. Most of us don't do that. We group together for strength. I'm almighty, though. Watch how I hurt your feelings while I'm standing alone. It can be a whole mountain of these motherfuckers. It can be a whole valley. It can be a whole country. It can be a government worth. What does that shit mean? I have to teach you fear first to have that opposed on you. Otherwise, you're going to look at it like, hey, everybody's here. All these people here, and they want to come over here. That's all you're going to say. You're not going to have a concept. But then if I show you fear, look, I'm killing them in blood. Wait, they not alive no more. Oh my God. See, that's how fear started. So I'm going to show you something you never seen and then take away something that you always used to having, time and space. See, that time and space start to give relevancy. So because something was removed from time and space that shouldn't have been removed at a particular time, you develop something called fear. Fear made you get in line with whatever circumstance might have been. But keep in mind, you asked for a king. The people back in the day, like in the teen hundreds and all that, they asked for a king. They asked to be ruled. See, manipulation is basically the contingencies. You can't have control without wanting to be controlled. That's a crazy entendre right there. Like, we didn't ask to be controlled. Yes, you did. Because you were starving at one point. You were afraid. You were somewhere that wasn't familiar. You had to make a living. You were tired. The body takes a play. I don't want to walk anymore. I don't want to stay up anymore. I want to just sleep and eat and just be. Those things are natural contingencies and they come out of nowhere. You'll start feeling that shit through certain times of your life. And now everything else is irrelevant. It's like, how do I just maintain this? Now you start to induct. This is where intelligence comes in at. You meet other people who are going on a path and you say, nah, you're strong this way. I want you to do this. You can stay here. Just from that notion in itself, the want of need, right? The want of need starts to develop a town. I need somebody to police it. I need somebody to cut meat. I need somebody to grow vegetables, and I need somebody who's handy. I need someone who can do this, that, and the third. And all these things start to subsidize everyone. But what they didn't know, that all these different people didn't even know the uses of all these things. Those were the usages of one individual who taught people how to use those things in service of itself, not everybody. And initially, it was for best service of the one who became the ruler, but in worse service to people who had to learn how to use that. So while I am the king of the chessboard, you are learning how to use them. I have to set two jobs in motion. So once I set this job in motion, you don't even know about my job. You see what I'm saying? So I get mastery while you get learning. I don't need anything to tell me how to think. I just need to be able to pay attention. And once you pay attention and comprehend the pieces of what that is, then you have an oversight. People's job is not based off lying to you. It's making sure you don't know shit. I'm not going to tell you. I'll hide it. And I can tell you that I never lied because I just didn't tell you what I thought you didn't know. These are narcissists. These are people who are full blast and control. I'll never tell you the truth because I don't think you know in the first place. And because what I think has to be my reality and what I work on. That's their loophole to failure. You think I don't know. I know everything. I just won't tell them that. And that be the whole thing. Your family will sit right there next to you and hold some shit from you back since the beginning of time. Oh, he don't know about this shit. He don't remember. He was 12. He was 11. He was 9. He don't know. Because he didn't act like he knew. He didn't give me no signs and symbols. All right, bet. So then this is what I'll do. I'll keep acting like I don't know, but then I'll question you. That builds something. See, now you're facing a reality because divine says, come to me within truth and sincerity. I don't have to argue with you. I'm going to stay cool, but I'm going to be like, yo, Pops, I know you left that for me. I know that's what you gave me, and I still haven't obtained. Where we going with this conversation right now? Where we even going with it? You know where you're going with it? You're going into the beginning. The first quiet conversations and whispers that was spoken in aggressiveness to somebody who was meant to fail, but nobody else heard that conversation. You going into that moment, somebody grabbed him and said, listen, I'm taking this and you just gonna accept it. Nobody heard that but them two. You going into that shit, yeah, we're family, and I'm gonna be the one who succeeds this. You're going into those energies. And then life continues because someone will say, it ain't that serious to me. If that makes them happy, let them be happy. Even though it wasn't happiness, it was being bullied. The big secret is most of the true contingencies are not spoken loud enough for anybody of authority to hear it. Like, you won't just say certain shit you say to a kid that's not yours in front of somebody who's bigger than you. It'll be fear there, right? The animal instinct, it always adapts to that first. So what does that say? Mentally, you're always going to return to being an animal. That speaks volumes to a lot of people. So yeah, you always have to constantly prove that you're not that by the values of what you can obtain physically. I'm so intelligent. I will blow all that shit down like the wolf and the three little piggies. I love it, yo. This shit be funny to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that shows addiction. It goes back to what you can be controlled by. You know what I'm saying? And ultimately, I truly lean on the divine for real, for real. And I'll be still and silent and wait. You know how many days I've laid in the street, hungry. People walking past you, looking down on you, not knowing who you were or where you come from. And soon as 10% of that dirt comes off of you, you have a halfway decent shirt, and you're talking loud enough to seem as if you're not like the people who are on the street. Everybody changes their perception. People are fucked up. People are fucked up for real. Yeah, they're really fucked up. Nobody has enough time for anything, but everybody has enough time to be seen as if there's something. So the divide is going to happen. You're going to have a bunch of people that's going to stay in this energy of show off. I have to accomplish and have you accept me and let that be whatever light that dim light enough to, grow them in some incubator. And then you'll have the higher version of everybody else literally grow away from captivity, control, or even the essence of what those things multiply as a definition. Like, it's not even going to be a thing. The biggest question in life is why even question? That's the only thing. And whenever we start coming off of the natural understanding of being conducive that way, those are the questions, the novels, the thesis, the circumstances that we have to go over. That's where that comes from. Walking off of the natural path. It has nothing to do with nothing else. It's the retrospective reality. And people will justify it just to have rhetoric. And I remember rhetoric used to be a class. Not in the 80s, though. Like back in like the 50s, rhetoric was something they did. They would go back and forth with each other and argue about bullshit. You had to master that as a class. So just something to think about, how semantics and falsified circumstances are developed just to even be in control in this country. Government is not real. Y'all make it real. Shit ain't real. Those are a bunch of fat people who live good, yo. That's all it is. They don't even, the shit they talk about, they don't even believe in that shit. When it's all said and done, you believe what they put together while they walk away with big checks. They don't even fucking care about what they're talking about. None of that. This is the shit that I'm waiting for everybody to wake up to. The government don't believe in nothing they talk about. They don't fucking care. That's all that shit is for you. It's for you. So when they walk away quietly, you believe that what they just said is going to happen. And while you're waiting for those things to happen, to carry it in front of the fucking donkey, 9/11, Fort Knox, $500 million to a gay play, $1 billion for condoms in a country that don't got nothing to do with you. Somebody's getting their knee put on a civilian's neck in the middle of the street to die. Some school is getting shot up. 12 little girls is getting shipped somewhere. A random teenager boy that hasn't reached 15 is murdered because he has a pack of Skittles. None of that shit has anything to do with logic or actuality. It's all to keep you going like this. What about the laws? And the laws don't matter. They're walking away with $500 billion. Other people that are in this same energy, they get upset real fast. How'd you walk away with that much money and we didn't get anything? Well, look, what I'll do is I'll allow you to get insurance policies from your great ancestors. They was here in the 1790. You'll still get that check they was getting, then multiplied by 1,000. How about that? Does that suit you? It will start next Monday. I don't make this shit up. I just listen to what people say. And it's always throwing me for a loop because I'm like, you can't put that part of the story in this part of the story. They don't even go together. So I'll be cracking up. And then it's like, oh, that's why. Because it's not real. Doesn't matter if it's actual or not. It's because it's not real. And if I can make you accept it, then it's real. That's the only thing. I'm like, yo, I knew this shit a long time ago. I was like, yo, I can build my own city and get some trustworthy motherfuckers that who just don't give a shit. And we lie to y'all for the rest of our damn days. You know what you're going to do? Fight. If I can get you to struggle, if I can get you to say, yeah, we're going to keep going. They've won. If they can get you to say, yo, we're going to keep putting our best foot forward, we're going to make it one day, they have won. It's already, the game is over. You just don't see it. You think you got another shot. There's hope, right? Why do I need to hope for something I already have? I am elemental. My body has water, fire, and earth in it, and wind. What am I asking for? I'm everything. Somewhere in that process, you forgot that, though. And you start to say, wait a minute. We got laws and constitutions. That's just stupid as hell to me. I was so serious. Like, what is the fuck is a constitution? What is a law? Spelled backwards is a wall. Yeah. Wake up. Wake up. See, most people grab hold of these things and they really think that they're leading themselves in the right direction. Let's keep in mind, it's only like that for the protection. Once you drop all of those, it's nothing else to protect the money. And then going through that, they're like, yo, we're still making laws. And these people are fucking stupid. It's gotten to the point to where that word wall or law, it extend the value of wherever the jail cell would be. So you had Western times and people was like, well, if we get around that area, it's possible we can go to jail. But if I get across that county line, they're going to have a hard time catching me and old White Lightning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that just sounds funny, but yeah, a motherfucker get right out of the city and get on their horse and just be gone. They'll be like, you got to catch me. They ain't going to go too far past the city because you know why? That's where all their weapons was. So they had to build cities larger. They had to build more. They had to have more of the same thing in closer proximity. So just in case old Billy want to go running, they got something right there to catch your ass around the corner. How you don't see that grown into the largest standpoint ever? And now people are like, I don't know when they coming. Yeah, they gonna come. That's because you signed up for it. But you're signing up for the fake reality. That's why I don't listen to nobody. I'm hard headed, yo. Like I listen to the divine. I'm so serious. I be like, look, you're gonna be mad talking to me, yo, because I'm not gonna subside with anything. I'm not gonna just agree and be like, yeah, nah, that's great. And if I think what I'm gonna say is gonna fuck something up, I'll be quiet. I'll let you have your euphoria. You know, crackheads don't listen either. You know what I'm saying? They think they married to crack. So, you know what I'm saying? Go right ahead. That's what you want to do. Be married to crack. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hey, look, this shit is crazy. Like you see these false realities and everybody fight for them. Females, they get fucked 3 ways from Sunday. They get stretched all the way out. And then they're like, I need a big one. I need something this big. No, you need to stop sticking tree trunks inside between your fucking legs. That's what you need to do. You need to stop riding the fucking redwood pines and shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop going to Cali to ride the redwood pines. Fucking thought. No, I don't have no woman. I'm just speaking on what I see. You know what I'm saying? When I watch on TV and all this, and I watch social media, and I'm looking at all these standards. Pretty faces with fucked up minds. Strong people with fucked up energy. Like just because you got grown and you learn how to shave your face and get money doesn't mean you didn't come from a fucked up background. Your father and your mother still wasn't shit and they treated you like that. So now that you're an adult, you treat everybody that comes in your life like that. Your friends are treated like that. Your children are treated like that. The woman, you stand over her like you're some form of authority, lack thereof of what you went through with your own people. You got females out here that were so addicted to their own actions and they hid behind the morality of other women who had straight standpoints. Oh, I'm not a thought. I'm not a hoe. I got a good look on my face so I can hide the 100 million body. I heard this girl get on there telling this virgin boy was 17, 18 years old. She was like she had 13,000 plus partners. And she was like, it's just a number. It's nothing. He was like, no, you just basically told me you was a hoe. And she was like, don't be rude. Don't body shame me from what I did. Are you fucking serious? You're a fucking whore. 13,000 bodies and I need to accept you because we're having a conversation. And that boy, 17 years old, never had sex in his life. And I want to know who allowed them to even have a fucking conversation with each other. Who would put the beginning and the ending right next to each other? You gonna tell me that ain't planned? You're gonna tell me that wasn't planned? You're gonna put the ending and the beginning right next to each other to have a fucking conversation like it's valid? I don't want to fucking talk to you. You're disgusting. Give me my choices. Let me have my choices so I can make my own choices. This is the problem with men and women in this world, mothers and fathers. This is the problem. The mothers will see their children not failing to the same choices they failed to and do everything to make you trip over your own feet. I'm talking about our black mothers. The fathers will not exceed in their life where they want to go despite their own fears of what they did, and they will tell you that you will not make that. So they won't help you and won't motivate you and won't support you because of their shortcomings, even though time delegates agenda. You got families that don't give no fucking love to the children because they too wrapped around getting a goddamn dollar. He ain't been getting good sex from his wife because she too fucking tired, so he's going across over here to this other place calling it a fucking business meeting while he fucking the secretary. Selfish. There was an energy that came on this earth and it was self-serving. It didn't take women. It took the innocence of all people And it started putting them on pages and stories and remembrance. And then you get P. Diddy. I got everything against you. You're going to do what I tell you. I know everything against you. Everything you do behind the clothes, I know you. To be the reality. And nobody wants to own up to that because you're afraid your little secret's going to come out. Everybody on this earth is going to do something wrong. You was born in sin. It doesn't matter. Nobody is born perfect. You're born in a status of a waterfall, a pristine pond, a pristine, clean, still pond until it starts to overflow with growth and drop off the edge and become a waterfall. It's still beautiful. It's just falling as it grows. It falls down and hits the ground and flows into the rest of the valley and explores and experiences life. It brings forth life, brings grass and other shit comes with it. It gets older, it starts to dry out. It stretches as far as it can and then it stops. It sinks into the earth and it's dead. Life is just like a stream. Hey, let's move upstream a little bit. The water's a little deeper down here and it's more fish. Yeah, it was younger back then too. It's a lot more invigorated. Everybody want to time travel. Nobody want to walk barefoot on gravel. Remember? He was willing to do whatever it took. You would have climbed the tree. Right? You would have scraped your leg. You would have played football till the sun went down. You would have kissed her and been nervous and thought in your head that she really loved you. You would have ate that cake like it was the best thing ever. You would have hugged her so long because you thought that was the last time. You would have just been quiet and listened to every word he had to say because you thought it was the last time you would have seen him. He was always showing you something new. Life is always about comprehending the moments. And then when you lose those moments, you miss dad, mom, the wife, the friend, life, the moment, the bus ride, the walk in the woods, picking plums, grabbing a handful of blackberries on your nice white shirt, fucking your shirt up, and don't care. Life is innocent. It'll always be that. There's an energy here that likes to distort that. And it plays a major role, and it bubbles up like lemon juice and fucking baking soda. It bubbles up. You'll see it pop up. Now we have elections, and we're about to, everybody throw their votes in. Everybody come to these spaces. Everybody starts to bubble. You know what I'm saying? They're on the line. It's 4th and 10, and they have 65 points, and they're in the hole by 15. Everybody get ready. A new cinematic. It'll be in your movies today. Go get your tickets now. Jay-Z dropping his new album. He's touring all over the world. Everybody like, oh, we going? No, your ass ain't going. Shut the fuck up. The problem, everybody want to go. No, your ass ain't going. You ain't pay your rent last month. Your light bill, you got to get some groceries. Your kid need to go to the doctor. I don't want to hear it. You be mad at the motherfucker like, yo. Watch this shit happen over and over and over. Watch this shit happen over and over and over. The only thing you got to do is be unconditional. That's it. No more, no less. Sit still and wait for everything in life to happen. If you got some things going on, do it in silence. Don't tell nobody shit but the people you trust. And they gotta be for real now. Don't tell nobody shit. Stay in your energy, and what comes to you, divine is sent and told you. When it's sent, when it comes, do what you're told, not by people, but by divinity. Watch how the life increases. We gonna switch it back. We gonna take advantage and switch it back to the other polarity. And once that happens, you'll see it won't take nothing for you to manifest. You will think it, that shit will fall out the sky in your damn lap. Because we will have too much power pushing your agenda. And it'll be a natural thing. I want the, man, you wake up and you just like, I can't wait till they get right. You ain't even thinking about nothing else. Your unconditional love is going based off the value of your connections. Oh man, I know they gonna get it because I just did because they deserve it. I'm giving all my meditation for that. Yep, I want them to make it. I was telling my homeboy that shit. He came and picked me up yesterday. Called me. He's like, yo, I'm going to the food truck. I'm going to the food truck. I'm like, man, I want to ride, bro, but I ain't got the extra bread to spend. I was like, I would go, bro. I ain't got it right now. He's like, all right. Hung the phone up. He called me back 5 minutes later. He's like, fuck that. Get dressed. It's on me. Whenever you get right, you get right. I'm like, word? Say less. Just jumped off the phone with my dude right here. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh shit. And I was hungry. Chicken and lamb over rice, white sauce, basmati rice, chicken and lamb over rice, halal food. It's prayed over. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, that's what's up. Ain't had no bud. Cousin rolled up 2 blunts. I'm like, yo, this dope. Ain't got no bud. I was hungry. All in the same breath. Got food and got a chance to smoke and took a beautiful long ride. Felt good. Like, wow, look at the Most High. I practice this energy. That's why I know it's real. And while I'm practicing, I'm trying to teach people, always keep unconditional love. And I was thinking about that the whole time while I went with my homie. Like, it's so many times I pay people to do shit. I don't even care. I'll be like, yo, you do this for me, I'll give you extra. They be like, for real? Yeah. If I got it, I will pay them to do what I need them to do. And I don't think they'll be like, yo, that's too much. I'll be like, don't worry about it. My homeboy right here in the same page. See him sitting right there in the comments. He showed me about energetic reciprocity. That was his term. It was his words. Energetic reciprocity. First time I heard that shit, it shook my whole existence. It was like I wanted to hear that from somewhere. It was something that was missing that I wanted to hear. And when I heard it, I knew it was genuine. It gave me goosebumps. You know what I'm saying? So to give people energetic reciprocity without them even knowing what that is, it's a beautiful thing. They watch them shake their whole core. Boom. Straight universal force. Boom. They're like, wow, what was that? I'll just say it's unconditional love. That's it. It's genuine. Majority of the time, we think of things we shouldn't have no intention. We should just do. No intention. It thrusts you into almightiness. Throws you into divineness. You know why? Because you have an abundance of that energy. It never goes out. There's so much of it. You're like, yo, I said this shit to myself last night. I was like, wait till the next person I bless. That's the shit. I was like, wait till the next person I run up on and it's in line the way divine seeing. I could just, shit is fun to me. Still watching females play the role of the devil. It's so blatant these days. I want a partner. I want a woman. I haven't had a woman hug me and I don't know how long. Like a real hug from a woman that cares. I don't know when the last time I had one of those. You know what I'm saying? An in-depth connection with someone. I don't know when the last time I had one. So I'm literally saving all of that for someone who notices. It's a hard walk, yo. And see, we as men, we take all the hard walks. There's not too many men that has reached this mental level yet. They're all fucked up. They're distorted and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're mad because they're just too fucking rough. You know what I'm saying? They got to go see Ted tomorrow. You got to go back and pull out the alternator. Got to go and break some granite with a hammer, a little one, and a screwdriver as a chisel. Got to go build a railroad. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know it's a whole bunch. But you got to know that the children are deserving of that. They deserve to be able to keep their almightiness with them until they become adults. Nobody's thinking like that. You're just happy you can spread your fucking legs and have a baby and tell people you're grown. You're just happy it felt wet on your dick and you finally bust a nut and you liked it. And you're just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And you went back around like I've done, you didn't do shit, but cause more problems in your life that now you have to fight against because you don't comprehend anything. That ego, it starts to surface. It's like, oh, there they go. They're really taking it. They're drinking in life now. They're really drinking it in. They're going to be addicted soon and they're just going to be me. Ego. Ego. Remember Ghostbusters, Vigo? The monster, the spirit that came in, had the dogs, Vigo. It's like, Vigo's here. We got to. Why was it so interesting for it to be Vigo and its name just had a V on it? It was still ego, some nasty, dark energy that wanted to take control of New York. Like, what? It's the same thing. The same damn thing. Nobody thinks about anything. Nobody thinks. It's almost like the brain is acclimated to its purpose at the moment of whatever is being used. So if you're watching a movie, the brain is only watching, it's not calculating. It's not noticing things in life with the movie at the current moment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you only use your mind for what the current activity is. You know what I'm saying? So it's supposed to be fun. So I'm in a fun state of mind. Yeah. It's supposed to be a movie, so I'm watching. It's supposed to be fucking, I'm in love. You know what I'm saying? Like, we get money, I'm on the money. That's it. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're making things just to do that. They're making you beings just for that. Instead of being in the movie theater and watching your surroundings, like, yo, why they walk in the side door like that? Why they got trenches on? They about to shoot the movie theater up. Come on, babe, let's get up and get some popcorn. You walk out the door and then you hear da 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 da. Yo, we got out of there just in time. You wouldn't have never did that if you ain't had extra senses, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, it happens. Shit like that becomes movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, it becomes movies and people just like, I can't believe they did that. This is life. That's how that dude walked in Charleston and shot up that church. Stupid, right? Bunch of old people in their 70s and 80s praying, praising to God. Whatever they believe to be, they're not hurting a soul. They're doing what they want for themselves, and they got shot with an AK by a young teenager. This is what he wanted to do. Shit I be talking about. So if we can impress the value of that divine energy remaining with the youth as they get older, instead of having them transition so fast, you want them to be an adult so fast. Come on, eat regular food and do this and do that. No, feed them fucking kids Pedialyte until they're fucking 2. Give them fucking fresh food that has no salt and sugar in it until they're fucking 3 or 4 or 5. So serious. Let them stay that way. Let them be cock diesel strong. So by the time they 10, if they hit a grown person, they hurt for real. And they don't know failure. They don't know them. They just being. They just happy to be. No, I look like my mama and my daddy. Because I'm my mama and my daddy. Yes, let them stay like that. I can jump over all the trees. I'm the fastest person in the world. Yes, you are. You're the greatest too. I'm a princess, right, daddy? Up, you're a whole princess. and you got wings too, and you a fairy, and you can fly into the world of the little people. Yup, all of that. Let them have all of that. You motherfuckers are so goddamn selfish. You're spending too much time with her. What about me? You haven't been giving me no love. Put your old crusty ass down somewhere. Nobody don't give a fuck. Why don't you do something to ensure that they have the best living? Not in the eyes of the world. I'm talking about capability. All this fucking shit we throwing around, nobody thinks about it the right way. And they like definitely don't give this motherfucker the opportunity because he gonna take all the power and put it back. Like he gonna be running around with diamonds and Dragon Balls in his hands. Like, I'm about to go make a wish. I'm about to make everything strong again. The golden ages. Don't let him do it. No. Shut up. Do it anyway. And then throw a pile of white buffalo shit at your pick up a whole pile of white buffalo shit. How about a pie in your face? So serious. Shout out to Taj, bro. You already know the vibes. And Jesse. Those are my brothers from another mother. We get the opportunity to be great so many times. Well, understanding what greatness is the most important thing. And if your greatness is only defined by what other ungreat people say, you'll never be great. Naga the wise.